guys, today it's me instead of Johnny. We're going to talk briefly about meridian energy and how to work with meridian energy. We've decided to do this month because you may have heard we had a big event where we went forward and did the start of our movement at a gathering called Greenpoint. Now, during that movement, the movement's all about choices, and I'm not going to bang on about that, but part of it was to do with energy, therapy and meridian energy, and it was a real short slot. So we've decided to do a little taster because myself and Rianne are going to do a whole workshop starting in September on how to really work with your meridian energy. So for the time being, just for today, we're going to do a little tiny taster, even shorter than Greenpoint, but it does get you into the swing of how you can manage your energy on a day-to-day basis. Meridian energy, if you want to put it really simply, it's a huge subject, but you can work with it on a simple basis, and you can narrow it straight down to the fact that your meridian are pathways. And the pathways of energy, it's an energy movement system. The meridian energy moves around on the pathways, and if you think of your chakras as wheels or islands, that keeps the roadway moving. So it keeps the energy moving. Our energy is affected by outside circumstances as well as inside. So everything affects the energy, and it is really important from a healing perspective to keep that energy flowing in a nice figure of 8 as it goes up. If we don't keep that energy flowing on a daily basis, that's when we start to get blockages and we start to get stagnant points on our meridian channels. These points can create illness, they can create depression, anxiety, fears, disease. It's something we want to avoid. We also want to avoid too much contact with pharmaceutical areas because there's so many side effects. So we really do want to push the idea of managing your own energy every day. And that really is how to manage your meridian energy flow. When we start to look at it, you can see by the little tiny diagram that it's a really complex system, but there's some key meridians that you can tap into and you can get that energy moving. So Rianne's going to go through a couple of those meridians that actually do help on a daily basis just to keep you on top form.
Hi guys, I'm Rhiannon. So as Vicky said, we have a lot of different ways that we can access our meridian energy points to help us throughout the day. So I'm just going to give you a few exercises that you can add to your daily routine to really see the effects of the meridian energy. And of course there's so much more to it, and we will cover it all in a workshop coming up in September. So the first one I'm going to go into is the 4 taps. So a really fantastic one to really give you a boost in the morning or throughout the day. So we're going to start off with our middle fingers, and I'm tapping along our cheekbones. So this is really good for grounding, and you'll feel it resonate all throughout your body as you go along. And just remember to keep on breathing as you're doing that, taking deep breaths. And then we're going to move down to our K27 points. So this is just below your collarbone. You've got some like knobbly bits there, you want to go just below that. And then you're going to tap that. So that just really gives you a wake up, it really increases vitality. And again, really good to just hit these points just throughout the day if you're feeling like you're lagging a little bit, you just need a bit of a boost in energy. From there, we're going to go down to the thymus. So you're thinking like Tarzan banging his chest. So this is really good for immunity, gives you a really good boost there. Never forgetting to breathe. And then we're going to go to, if you're a lady, where your bra line is. So just here, this is the spleen meridian. And we're going to be hitting this. It really helps with digestion of all things. So not just food, but also like knowledge, water, so on. And you may find that this is a really sore point, and that means you really need it. So you can tap it or you can massage that point there. Next one, really easy one to do, really good if you're feeling super stressed throughout the day and you just feel like you're about to fall to pieces. Really simple. You're going to use your thumbs, pop them on your temples, and then place all your fingers as flat against your forehead as you can. And then just take some deep breaths. So this is the stress dissolver. This helps activate your triple warmer, which is your like emergency response. And it just helps dissolve away any tension and helps bring you back to the present moment. And then you want to just pull that energy away and shake it all off. Next we have a hormone balancer. This one helps activate the hypothalamus and the pituitary glands and just really helps create a sense of comfort and helps bring all your hormones back to balance. Really great for the women, this one. So you're going to use the heel of your hand, place it on your forehead, and then your middle finger, you're going to want to put it on the crown of your forehead and just rest it there. Then with the other hand, it doesn't matter which hand you use, you want to create a cluster with your first 3 fingers. And then on the back of your head, you have like a dip where your neck joins into your skull. And you want to place that cluster just in that dip there. And just lean into it. This may be a point which is sore, but that's absolutely fine, that means you need it. And again, just take some deep breaths. And stay like this for about 30 seconds, however long feels good to you. And then release. The final thing, really great for after you've done your energy work. It's also really good if you're out and about and you're feeling just a little bit vulnerable, or you just want to protect yourself from people's negative energy, especially when you're out and about in town or crowded places, is the zip up. Very simple to do. You just want to hold your sort of, if you're a lady, where your womb space is, but just around your sort of navel area. And then you're going to trace your central meridian line. So you want to bring it up to just under your lips and release.